Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel now. I know what you're thinking. Stop, you did not click on the wrong video. Ignore my eyes. I've actually just done a review on this gorgeous palette right here. This video, as the title says, is going to be a review on this L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Freshwear Foundation. So this foundation got super popular, got loads of hype on TikTok. People saying it was the smoothest looking foundation, lasted forever, blah 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 blah. So I'm here to put that to the test. So just so you guys know, I have dry skin. I'm quite picky with my foundations. So mine is in the shade 100 Linen. I actually color match myself online and I haven't tried it. So we're gonna hope. It looks like an okay match through the bottle. So I did use Foundation, which is basically like a website that you put like your pre-existing shade and then it gives you your new shade from another brand, which is so useful and hopefully it worked. So this retails for $10.99, which is pretty standard I think for a drugstore foundation. I think they usually range from about £6 to like £12. So the description of this actually says weightless feel freshwear liquid foundation, transfer proof, life proof, party proof and waterproof. Longwear formula that lasts up to 24 hours. So I know there used to be the L'Oreal Infallible like matte one, and I actually used to use that one for like dance competitions because it used to last all day on stage. Never for day to day, like that was super matte, super drying, like just didn't work. So this is supposed to be the like dewy finish. It says it has a satin finish, so, and it says it's full coverage. So my skin is pretty alright recently. I have like 2 little breakouts down here, and yeah, the rest of it is just mostly to even out my skin tone. So I'm going to prep my skin exactly how I normally would whenever I do my base. So I've already got moisturizer on. I've had it on since like half an hour before I started doing my eyes. Garnier Hydro Bomb. I love it. It's got SPF. I'm not going anywhere, but I still like it because it is super hydrating. And then I grabbed the Revolution Pro Prime and Hydrate Primer. I absolutely love this. I'm interested to see how full coverage it is. I feel with drugstore foundations it can be a little bit tricky to really make them full coverage. Now that that's done, I'm going to put some Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer. So this is one of the only pore minimizing primers that I like. Now here comes the part we're super excited for. I used to use a sponge to apply all my makeup like all the time. It was just no question until I found this brush. This is the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush, and this was literally like £6, and it is quite runny. So I'm going to start with a pump and then I'll see how much more I need. So the color match looks quite good, and I'm just going to start to tap that in. It has a very, so it has the same scent that I remember it having years ago. Kinda like sun cream. Can we just appreciate that coverage? Okay, look at that. So when they said it's got a lot of coverage, they weren't kidding. And I haven't even used like half of what was on there, so this is super exciting. I feel like for us dry skin guys and gals out there is literally like not full coverage foundation on the market that is super long wearing and doesn't like go all crusty and dry on me. Thing is, this brush is so good, I can't tell if it's the brush. I do want a little more coverage just right here. So the shade is kind of like literally my perfect match, which is very good to know. I find it really hard to find good foundation matches for me. Like I don't know what it is, if it's my undertone or what it is, but I find it super hard. So I'm just checking if it's buildable on this side, because you know, always want to make sure that we can build it up to how we want it. So this is like one even layer and this is nothing. So honestly, it is a little on the thicker side, but I don't feel like I'm wearing a lot of foundation. Does that make sense? Like I'm getting a lot of coverage and it doesn't feel like I'm wearing foundation. So I think the real test is going to be on this side, because I have a bunch of blemishes and I have like a lot more discoloration on this side for some reason. So if this foundation lasts 24 hours, which first of all, who the hell is wearing foundation for 24 hours? If this actually lasts how it claims to, which is 24 hours, this would be such a good foundation for like a night out, I think. This doesn't have any SPF, which is amazing. I know you guys are like, what? You always talk about SPF. Yes, you need to wear SPF, but if you're going on a night out, if you ever see photos of yourself in a night out and you look super pale, check if your foundation has SPF, because a lot of the time your foundation will have SPF that will cause flashback, and that's not cute. So this is the foundation up close. It looks super flawless, and I'm actually going to put a bit of a hydrating spray. I love this, and then I like to go over with a sponge. I think full coverage 100%, definitely, no questioning it. Satin finish, personally I think it's more matte than satin, but I wouldn't say matte either because it's not totally stark matte, and it's not drying. It feels a little bit heavy, but I don't know if that's like all my moisturizers and things underneath. It's definitely going to be my night out go-to foundation for sure. However, like I am really pale right now, and I know that as soon as I go home I get a tan, so best make the most of it. So something I do want to mention, because I'm being 100% honest with you guys, it looks super smooth on my forehead, which never happens. Looks really smooth on my cheeks. Just here around my nostrils, it does look a little bit cakey, like the products are sort of clumped together. That could be me not like moisturizing or prepping like my skin right in that area, but we'll see. I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup really quickly off camera, and then I'll be back to tell you like my final thoughts on the foundation, how it looks with like all the other products and stuff. So yeah. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I did my bronzer, blush, you know, all that stuff off camera. I am a little bit sweaty because I have like loads of lights and it's super hot in here. So I think it's super full coverage. I think it's definitely probably like the most full coverage foundation I've tried. I think it's more on the matte side. Like I know I look kind of glowy, but I have a literal glitter for highlighter. Like I think it's more on the matte side than it is satin. Maybe that's just me, maybe that's just my dry skin, and I did use a brush to apply it rather than a sponge, so I guess that does influence that a bit. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys, there has been like a 3 or 4 hour break between filming the foundation application and then this part, because my eyes were watering, my concealer was coming off, and it was hectic, like honestly. So yeah, my final thoughts are, I really like it. I think it's gonna be my go-to like night out foundation. I think it's really good for that sort of thing. For me, it's a little bit too matte and too full coverage for an everyday, but if you're someone who loves a full coverage foundation for everyday, this is great because it's also really affordable. The fact that this doesn't even feel like I'm wearing a lot of makeup is really good, and honestly, I highly recommend it. I think if you've got dry skin, you might really want to make sure you prep your skin like more than I did, you know, go in with thick moisturizer before or something. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to give this a big thumbs up and subscribe down below if you like this video, and please go watch all my other videos because I made so much content over the whole like quarantine period, and it would just mean a lot if you did that. Thank you so much for watching guys, and if you want to see the video on this eye look, which is the review of a palette, it's gonna be on my channel probably before this one, so just go check that out. Bye!